Hey guys, welcome back. In the previous lesson, we replaced StreamBuilder with BlocBuilder. The code looks cleaner, it looks more professional. Everything seems great. But as you can see, we have a problem. And Flutter shows us a red screen. Something is broken. But this is actually a very good thing, because this error teaches us one of the most important concepts in Flutter Bloc: dependency injection. I'm gonna read the error carefully. Could not find the correct provider for counter block. What does it mean? Flutter is telling us, I know you want a counter block, but I have no idea where it is. Let's compare our old UI with our new UI. Notice something important. We were manually providing the block. We created ourselves. And then we pass it to the StreamBuilder. So StreamBuilder always know exactly which stream to listen to. But now look at this code. Where is the block? We never provided one. We only told the BlocBuilder counter block, but we never gave it an actual instance. BlocBuilder knows what type of block it needs, but it doesn't know where that block exists. Somebody has to provide it, and that's exactly the job of BlocProvider. Before fixing the error, let's understand the real problem. Imagine I need a counter block. One solution would be create it everywhere, but then every widget gets a different block. Every widget gets a different state. Every widget manages its own lifecycle. That quickly becomes a mess. Instead, we want create the block once, share it everywhere. This concept is called dependency injection. In Flutter Bloc, dependency injection is handled by BlocProvider. BlocProvider creates the block, stores the block, and makes it available to all widgets below it. So in order to fix this error, we can use BlocProvider. As you probably noticed, I said we can. Do we have another solution? Yes, one solution is simply providing the block manually, just like this. BlocBuilder has a parameter named block, and we can set an instance of our block here. And honestly, this is completely valid. If we run the application now, everything works. So why do people use BlocProvider? That's the real question. Right now our page owns the block. The page creates it, the page stores it, the page passes it around. For a counter application, that's not a problem. But let's imagine our app grows. Let's imagine our page is complicated and we have a complex UI. And we have many widgets. In order to simulate this situation, I want to extract our widgets. I want to extract our buttons and the counter value as a separate widget. So let's click on light button right here and select extract widget. Now every widget needs the same block. So we pass it here and here and here. The application still works, but notice what's happening. We are manually passing dependencies everywhere. So our application becomes a delivery service for dependencies. We are constantly moving blocks from widget to widget. This is called prop drilling, passing the same object through multiple layers of the widget tree, even when some widgets don't need it themselves. BlocProvider solves this problem. Instead of manually passing the block everywhere, we create it once. So we are gonna use BlocProvider. But how? This is very simple. We just need to wrap our home page with BlocProvider, just like this. BlocProvider has a required parameter called create, and we have to pass an instance of counter block, just like this. Let's understand this line. This creates a single instance of counter block, only once, not every rebuild, not every page, just once. Now when BlocBuilder appears, it starts looking upward in the widget tree and eventually finds BlocProvider. Then it says, perfect, that's my counter block, and the error disappears. Think of BlocProvider as a warehouse. The warehouse stores a block. Any widget below it can access that block. BlocBuilder can access it. Buttons can access it. And pages can access it. So now inside counter value, we can remove this line of code because we don't need it anymore. And we don't need to set any instance of counter block. So let's restart the application and see the result. As you can see, we don't have any error. But counter is not working. And BlocBuilder is not rebuilt correctly. So what is the problem? Wait a minute. We just introduced BlocProvider. BlocProvider is creating our counter block. So why are we still using this instance of counter block which we created before? Where is this counter block coming from? We just moved the block creation into BlocProvider. Ideally, we shouldn't need this variable anymore. And that's exactly what we are gonna fix in the next lesson. See you soon.